Hello and welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Have you ever walked through a forest and wondered what secrets the trees are holding? Today we're looking past the sturdy trunks and deep into the sharp, fragrant needles of a common evergreen, the spruce tree. It turns out, these needles are more than just forest decoration. They're a hidden treasure trove of health benefits, a forgotten pharmacy, and a unique ingredient for your kitchen. So let's unearth the hidden gold of the spruce needle. The story of spruce needles is deeply woven into human history, especially in the Northern Hemisphere. For centuries, indigenous peoples across North America and native communities in Northern Europe didn't just see a tree, they saw a lifeline. Before modern drugstores, spruce was the go-to remedy for a surprising number of ailments. One of its most famous roles was as a lifesaver for sailors and explorers. Long sea voyages meant no fresh fruits or vegetables, leading to the dreaded disease of scurvy, caused by a severe lack of vitamin C. The solution? Spruce beer. This fermented drink, made from young spruce shoots, was packed with vitamin C and literally saved lives. But it wasn't just for scurvy. Native American communities used the needles for all sorts of respiratory issues. They would chew them raw, brew them into teas, or use them in steam inhalations to fight coughs, colds, and soothe sore throats. The tree's sticky resin, or spruce gum, was a natural antiseptic bandage, applied to wounds and burns to prevent infection and reduce inflammation. And it didn't stop at medicine. The tender, light green tips that sprout in spring were a food source, eaten raw, tossed in salads, or cooked like a vegetable. Even the inner bark could be dried and ground into a flour. These ancient practices are now making a comeback, inspiring a whole new generation of chefs and home cooks. So what makes these little needles so powerful? It comes down to their incredible nutritional profile. Spruce needles are a genuine superfood. Their most famous component is an exceptionally high concentration of vitamin C. We're talking about a powerhouse antioxidant that boosts your immune system, helps your body produce collagen for healthy skin, and supports your adrenal glands. Interestingly, the highest levels of vitamin C are found in those fresh, young spruce tips that appear in the spring. But that's not all. They also contain beta-carotene, which our bodies convert into vitamin A, crucial for vision and immune function. There's vitamin E, another antioxidant that protects our cells from damage. Spruce needles are also a good source of minerals, like potassium, which is vital for muscle and nerve function, and magnesium, a key player in hundreds of bodily processes. Older needles even accumulate more calcium. Plus, they're rich in dietary fiber for digestive health. On top of all that, they're loaded with beneficial plant compounds called flavonoids and phenolics, which contribute to their anti-inflammatory and antioxidant muscle. This isn't just folklore. Modern science is now catching up and confirming what traditional wisdom has known for centuries. The medicinal properties of spruce needles are vast. Their powerful antiseptic and antimicrobial qualities come from essential oils containing compounds like borneol and camphene. This is why they were so effective for treating wounds and infections. Modern research has actually shown that spruce needle extracts have tangible antibacterial and antifungal activity. The anti-inflammatory effects are a major benefit too. When used in a salve or oil rubbed on the skin, they can help soothe sore joints and muscle pain by reducing inflammation and improving circulation. The antioxidants we mentioned earlier also play a huge role here by fighting oxidative stress, a root cause of chronic inflammation. And for your lungs, spruce needles are a natural expectorant. This means they help loosen and clear mucus from your respiratory tract. A hot cup of spruce tea or inhaling steam from boiled needles can be an incredibly effective, natural remedy for coughs and congestion. Here's a really fascinating scientific connection. Spruce needles contain something called shikimic acid. This compound is the primary starting material used to synthesize the well-known antiviral drug oseltamivir, which you probably know by its brand name, Tamiflu. Nature, it seems, had the blueprint all along. Okay, let's move from the medicine cabinet to the kitchen. How do you actually eat these things? The flavor of spruce needles is unique. It's often described as citrusy, a bit resinous like pine, but with a bright, zesty kick. The young, tender tips are the most prized for cooking. The easiest and most popular way to use them is by making spruce needle tea. You can use fresh or dried needles, but the young tips will give you a milder, more citrus-like flavor. Just steep a handful of rinsed needles in hot water for about 10 to 15 minutes. A key tip: don't boil them. Boiling can destroy that precious vitamin C. You can drink it plain or add a little honey or lemon. Feeling more adventurous? Try making spruce tip syrup. Just infuse the young shoots in a simple syrup of sugar and water. This stuff is amazing, drizzled over pancakes, ice cream, or used as a unique mixer in cocktails. You can also infuse vinegar with spruce tips to create a fantastic vinaigrette for salads. Or finely chop the needles and use them as an herb, just like you would rosemary. They pair wonderfully with roasted vegetables, soups, and stews. A marinade of olive oil, maple syrup, mustard, and chopped spruce needles is absolutely incredible on salmon or game meats. If you're interested in crafting your own home remedies, spruce needles are a fantastic starting point. You can create a spruce tincture, which is a concentrated herbal extract. You just soak the needles, preferably the spring tips, in alcohol for several weeks. A few drops of this tincture can be taken to boost your immune system. Another great project is making an infused oil. Let dried spruce needles sit in a carrier oil like olive or almond oil. This fragrant oil is perfect for a relaxing massage or as a base for making your own salves. To make a salve, you simply melt some beeswax and mix it with your spruce-infused oil. This creates a healing balm that's great for minor cuts, dry skin, or rubbing on sore muscles. And don't forget the simplest remedy of all: steam inhalation. If you're feeling congested, just boil some spruce needles in a pot of water, lean over it with a towel over your head, and breathe in the steam. The antiseptic and expectorant compounds will work wonders for opening up your sinuses. Now, before you run out to the nearest evergreen, we need to talk about safety. This is the most important part. First and foremost, proper identification. While all spruce trees are considered edible, they can be confused with the highly toxic yew tree. The needles look similar to the untrained eye. Yew is deadly. Do not ever consume needles from a conifer unless you are 100% certain it is a spruce, fir, or pine. Get a good field guide, take a class, or go with an experienced forager. A simple way to tell spruce from yew is that spruce needles are sharp and they are four-sided, so they roll easily between your fingers. Yew needles are flat and soft. Also, spruce needles grow individually from the branch, while yew needles do not. Second, harvest sustainably. Think of it as pruning the tree. Take only a few tips from any single branch and focus on the lower branches. Never strip a tree bare. This ensures the tree stays healthy for years to come. Third, be aware of potential allergies. If you know you're allergic to pine, you might also react to spruce. Finally, if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or have any underlying health conditions, please talk to a healthcare professional or a qualified herbalist before you start adding spruce needles to your routine. Safety first, always. So the humble spruce needle is far more than just a part of the landscape. It's a direct link to our history, a nutritional powerhouse, a natural medicine, and a unique culinary ingredient, all rolled into one. Rediscovering its benefits is a powerful reminder that nature's pharmacy is often right at our doorstep, waiting to be explored with respect and curiosity. It's a simple, effective way to connect with the natural world and enhance our well-being. Thanks for tuning in to G Fun Facts Online.